In this video, we'll implement role with authorization in our Express.js application. So first of all, we will implement enum in our schema. So role next user and admin, user and admin, and also you can add multiple role to give access specifically in your app, but in my case I'm just keeping two role. Okay, the role called editor. Okay, you can add multiple role whatever you want to give access a specific part of your application for a specific role of users. Okay. So on my user model, I will add a new field called role, role, and by default role default it will be just user. Okay. So everything is just okay. Now I will just Prisma div push and run Prisma generate. We're just pushing our changes to our database to synchronization. Okay, one Prisma generate for generating types of our role, and what we have make changes in here to getting just type safety on our Prisma client. Generate. Okay, skip note down. Maybe we need some gap in here. One Prisma. Okay, everything is sync with our Prisma client. Now what we should to do, we should to do create a new model to change create a new controller, user controller to change user role from our this route. So export on object font first user role. I think user ID only authenticated user can change this role, but will after first changes or first user role we will make accessible only for admin. So and only admin can be able to change user role in our application. Okay. Here next role, default. Let's explain it. Next, is this okay or not? Still here we have a problem in here. Get users, good definition of get users. Okay, it's no problem. Okay, everything is just fine. Okay. At first we need to create a validation schema or validation DTO with Jod. That's because user can pass any type of role from client side, but this role only accessible for user, admin, and editor. If user pass any other role, then it will give error and this role from Prisma client. Okay, and now it will use in here user role DTO dot pass equals body. Okay, so we don't need to check it here because will be checked from here, and if we have an error, then passing to our global middleware to handle or formatting our error that returned in a try block of this change user DTO. Okay, now user only will be passed to our role will be just user, admin, and editor. If user passes any other role, then it will be not accessible, and we need to pass user ID specifically. And this is my updated feature that I am just adding after completed my recording. So I have considered that we need to check it, because user can pass any type of role that should not accessible and pass to our database. Okay, so that's why we need to check type what user are passing. So we need to validate our user data from server. Change user role. Okay, what we have done. So we will add auth middleware in this controller or in this route, and we'll get user ID from request.user.id, and we'll pass role from this request body, and we'll update user role. Okay, this is roles. Okay, role does not exist on our database, so role is exists. Is role data Prisma.user.update user. Okay, if we hover on it, user. Okay, so user has that enum.role. Okay, and we are passing this user to client. So now everything is okay, and if not pass role, we can run new error. Role is required. Okay, now everything is okay. On our route, we need to make sense in here. We will add new. Change user role, method put, and handlers in user role and protected. Okay, this route will be authorized. So we have just add conditions. So if route.protected, then we are adding this auth middleware that we have created before. So this auth middleware is just nothing. It is just trying to get request.cookie auth token that we have set after login, and just it is just decoding with JWT verify. And if we don't have ID, just running error, and if we have ID, then just pushing our ID on request.user. Okay, and calling next, that means everything is okay, and allow to execute next route, next controllers. So this is simple method that we have attached request.user.id. Now we'll run our code. Run, start, server is running. We are user routes. We need to change user role. Okay, we'll copy this. Open Insomnia client. So you can use Postman. Okay, it is opening. It is opening. Okay, Insomnia is opened, and now I'll create a new just duplicate this request to change user role. Wait. And this is my URL preview and base URL. I have changed a base environment from here, and if you click here and click edit button, you can add the base URL whatever you want to add. Close, and now change role here, change endpoint body. If we not pass anything from here, put that was running authorized. Okay, that means we need past authorized to user. So we'll add role on AwebCode and gmail.com. gmail.com. See, route not found. Oh, login user, not users. Okay, we are logged in. Now we have cookies in our in our cookies on the this is client. That means it is React, Next.js or anything else. Okay, change user role, hit preview. Role is required. We have not passed role. We need to pass role. Role is equals to admin. And make sure that your this type of role is matched with your this role is matched with your enum. Okay, this exact role like that. Just capitalize. Send. Okay, our new this user is now admin, and now we will create a new middleware called role-based authorization to access a specific part, like get users will be only accessible for admin, not every users. And this also change user role also will be admin, not for every user to be available. So at first we'll create it's admin with user. Okay. What here we will just check rules. Role is my client. We will pass just role of array. Okay, request.user not user. If roles.includes request.user.role, then but the request.user does not have any role. So what we need to do? We need to do after set user. So without calling database, we have user ID. Without calling database, we can just call here Prisma client.get based on this user ID, because after authenticated, we'll call this is admin. After all this is authenticated middleware, then we will call this. So our request.user.id is available in here, but we need to check just every time we need to call database every time to get user. So without doing this on only getting for role, we will set the role on user controller whenever we will role. Whenever we will log in, we are just attaching user role in here, but it is not typed, so we need to add role in here. Role to role from Prisma client. And after generating type, we are getting this role, and we know what we have in the role, like user, admin, and editor. And without Bun Prisma generate or npm Prisma generate, you will not get this role. Okay, so at this moment, here and ID string. Without doing this, we'll do also here interface user with JWT extends here JWT payload from this web token. We will add ID string and role is equals to role. Okay, role is equals to, and we will say add user with JWT, and now everything is okay. And on our user has this ID and role. We have extend and we have increased this JWT payload size or type of we have just included this ID and role with this, and we have a lot of features, like if we hover on it, decode it and just hit decoded dot. We have lot of features. These features after will be available after decoded on JWT verify, like expire option and some option, and our ID and role also will be available. Make sure that on your list, whenever you will log in, then you have set role. Without doing this, you can just call here on your usermain, or here you can also call like your Prisma client, like const user is equals to Prisma.user.find any unique. So you have ID. This ID is unique identifier of every user that's set on database. So you can easily find a user, but whenever you try to access some resources, then every time we'll call database, and it is not very good. That's why I like I like to set necessary field on login and on JWT token as a JWT token, and like I need only this ID as a unique identifier of every user and role. And it is checking request if what roles we will pass on this middleware. If roles dot includes as an array, we will pass the roles as an array, and roles dot includes request dot user. So request dot user dot role means our authenticated user role is includes or passing or past roles. Okay, then if it matched, then if not matched, then return error, and if matched, then allow to access another route and request. So we'll use this. Here we'll create a new point. Is admin true. Is admin true. Also we'll add here is admin field also boolean. Is admin true, and also getting users. It is not should to access all of the protected user. It should only admin access the code. So here is our routes, the path, method, handler, like create user, login user, and protected false means it is not required for login, is authenticated, and protected true means it is required, is authenticated, and also it is required for is must be this user should admin. And just conditionally we are rendering every iterating with forest, and we have added like is auth is admin. We have okay, we need to pass and just role dot role from Prisma client dot admin. Okay or not? Role dot admin does not exist type user admin editor to mean admin. Role dot admin. Oh, now. So type string is not. Maybe we need to remove. It's okay, but why it is not? Oh, okay. It pass as like that. Oh, so we can pass multiple role in here, like role admin, role editor, role user. Which role you need to give access to access a specific part of your application. Okay, so you can add multiple role in here, like role dot editor, role dot not user, role dot editor also will be accessed. So if user role admin or user role is editor, then they will be able to access our specific resources in our app. So this is how you can implement role-based authorization. And if okay, now we'll test our get users. Is it accessible or not? Unauthorized, that means. So we'll change the error message to this out only for SP role. Try to accept. Okay, get profile. So only accessible. Get profile also. Here is no problem. It's admin. Okay, maybe we have made how to protect it here. Else, if we need to remove it from here. Check. Well, oh, it's working. Get users. Wow, it is working. That means if we go to a profile, this is the role of this user is an admin. That's why we're getting the access of a specific route. If we go to change user role, the role is now admin. Let's change to it. We'll change it to editor. Yeah, our role is now admin. Sorry, editor. Try to access. Role admin. That is admin. And note. This route only accessible for admin, but if we keep access to like admin and editor and editor, then it should accessible or not. Okay, maybe here we have a problem. So else if route.isAdmin, so route.protected and not route.isAdmin, then this path will be called, but route.isAdmin is admin, but admin or editor. Why it is not working? Okay, first log out. Login. Role is editor. Get users. Okay, it is working. Get profile. It is working. So this role will be available for role admin and role editor, but we need to access this only for admin. Get users. Try this roles only for accessible on the admin. But we can add multiple roles to access this, like role admin, role user, role editor, or you can add multiple roles to give access and make sure that your conditions is just correct to access this path. Okay. When route protected and not route is admin, then it will be just called only for authenticated user can access these routes. And if route.isAdmin, then only this admin users or protected authorized user for a specific part, they will be access these routes that we have defined at here. And our normal path like login, register will be called at here. Get users. We need to change it to change user role. Okay, it is not now. It is not accessible. We will change to admin. And first of all, we need to remove it. After making a user as an admin, we don't need to change this user to again editor because it will be not work. Now it should work. Now our role is admin Now we have access to for this user, where our user, okay, for webcode@gmail.com, and for this user we have access as a admin. We have access all of this route. Okay, but we need to log in again because previously on whenever we logged in, our role was editor, not admin. That's why it is problem getting users. Change user role working. Okay, we have access to create user. We can create user, update user, logout user, everything. Everything is working. So on the next video, we'll implement this whole authenticated system with our Next.js application. So React and Next.js is very similar. You can also use React testing. Okay.